What's up, everybody? Yeah, we back again. It's your man King A.D.S out here in the Inland Empire, and I'm so happy to get back up here in front of you with another video to start the week off right. And the sun is back out, and I'm feeling energized. And I've been so wrapped up with everything that I've had to do. Had a few jobs come through in between things, which I'm very grateful for. Repeat clients and new clients and things like that. So I'm very grateful for that. It's not perfect, but it's better than nothing. You know what I mean? So I'm so grateful. Anytime I get to help anybody out here, I'm always grateful. If you guys don't know, I also have a junk removal service called Best Junk Removal here in the Inland Empire. But first and foremost, I'm a music guy and also nowadays a vlog guy that likes to try to find the time and inspiration and get back up in front of you, keep in touch, and to maybe share some things that are either interesting or quirky or weird or whatever, just, or a topic, a spark for conversation, either way, you know what I'm saying? Just here to get up here and connect with all of you always and love doing it. And I hope that everything is going great or good as it can be in your circle and that you're motivating towards making it greater each and every day, one foot in front of the other, one step at a time, one day at a time, one thing at a time. As we know, that's the truth to making the recipe to stir up the stew for that success. And I'm seeing things on YouTube about, all there's so much. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. No doubt a lot of comedians just have endless reservoir of inspiration to pull from right now, as well as creators and things like that. People are making a lot of great statements. And so, like, as they would say, we see this awakening, and it really is true. And I had mentioned that in a few other videos, you know what I mean? But it really is a trip to see everybody getting on the same page, to see the things that have been taking place right under their nose. And some of us out here have been in different scenarios in our lifetimes where we were able to connect dots and see things for what it was and see through that veil and beyond that. And so there were times in certain people's lives where we could barely even express things that we understood because the mass population just did not get that thing. They didn't see it. You know what I mean? It's not that they wouldn't understand, but it's harder. Some of these things are really hard to wrap your head around, like disappointing that you would have to even consider that it's real, right? And because that's the feeling that I got. I don't know if you had that feeling, but that's the feeling that I got anyway. So yeah, man, just, trying to do the best you can to deal with the nonsense that tries to shake you off your center, right? So, like, one of the first videos I ever did was like education and never stop learning. All those things are key because I knew I'm not the only one. It's not like I'm special or anything. I'm just saying. But I got the inclination that things were going to get more confusing and it was going to be hard to discern between what was real and what was fake and what to follow and to spin on narratives and things like that. And so you would have to get down to the core. In the end, what would be valued the most is the things that matter the most, which was understanding yourself, getting to the things that are most important, getting close with your close friends, your trusted friends and family, and things like that, taking care of yourself, and also finding out what really matches with who you are and your goals and alignment, and learn how to, harbor those skills or hone those skills. Like what I'm trying to say is to get those skills or to sharpen those skills, basically, right? That you would already have or you need to get in order to keep going in that direction of interest. So that way you can keep building. I know that there's some people out there that have already taken those steps. Shouts to you. And I know it's not an easy road, but it's not an easy change, and it takes a little bit getting used to. But we also realize that some things also feel the same and familiar. You know what I mean? We're still getting up, we're still getting active, we're still moving in a direction every day to try to get a goal done, and that's how we're gonna make our way in the world. So some things a little bit different. You don't have someone telling you what's assigned to do for the day, but from already doing things like as such, that we kind of already have that, type of structure built into us. Hopefully we do, or have that discipline. There we go, that discipline or focus to pull through. And so yeah, man, in these times, it's all about having that type of steadiness, whichever way you can get it. And that steadiness to persevere and have those ice water veins, like I've always said too, that's another skill. It's not like a natural thing all the time. And like I said, if there's someone who just naturally has ice water veins, I kind of like wonder about the rest of the, like how they really are. But nevertheless, to persevere and pull through, because the challenges will be a little bit tougher. Maybe you have to come out the pocket for some things to get some things moving forward. Um, you know, so, and speaking of which, I am happy to say that I've moved right along into the completion of one project that should be available coming up next month sometime. So be on the lookout, some good material. I teamed up on this one. The first release is going to be, done with Mr. Kata out there on the East Coast. And I love the fusion that we have. You know what I'm saying? We have this Cali B More fusion, and I really like that. And if for people that know me, I'm originally from the East Coast in Brooklyn, New York. That's where I was born, and then lived in Florida briefly, and then now, Cali's home though. I live here the longest, so I've got a blend of cultures that tend to come out in the music creation and stuff like that. So to meet someone that has a similar type of flavor is amazing on the music making side, and then we come together and we have a different sound. Shouts to all the people that in the fam. Shouts to all the extended fam. Shouts to my blood related fams. Just what I'm saying, but the wonderful people that I've been blessed to work with and continue to work with. Shouts to all of you, and I want to continue to make good things happen and persevere. What I'm saying, and keep that center. And along those notes, though, in order to keep that center, there's certain things we would need to stay away from. That would be like ego driven type of fuel, right? The things that would get you to jump a little too quickly, react emotionally without observing all the counterparts and different angles to the scenario, so you can see the path a little bit clearer, maybe make a better informed decision. So a hypothesis, you want to make a hypothesis, yeah, which it was weird because like amongst the waking up stuff, it seems like some of the people that people used to just idolize a second ago don't seem to have that type of insight. Like they don't have a filter that tells them, hey, maybe this wouldn't be a good idea to say or do on camera or in front of all these millions of people, or maybe we shouldn't mess with the food. Like for instance, I just seen Jim Brewer doing bits on tycoon, like these all what I don't know what you want to call ultra entrepreneurs, overblown billionaires basically and stuff. But yeah, it makes me wonder. I've wondered from time to time, like how some people will say, "Oh, it's lizard people in charge. It's a half robot, half organic things in charge," because it wouldn't make sense for humans to make such poor decisions for something like humanity, right? Like, it's almost as if it's like, yeah, you get all this success. What are we gonna do with it? I want to own everything so I could destroy it. Like, what? Hold up, what? Yeah, like what, man? I need to own that fruit so I could modify it and change it so it's destroyed and has no nutrients. I need to own these airwaves so I could put nonsense across it. It's just the strangest thing, all in the mode of losing themselves due to an egotistical type of drive. What I'm saying? Probably recognition, status, and more money and power, stuff like that, which are all circumstantial, and they're all illusions because it's all about the way that light is shed on a topic at an angle or what, and because life is all perspective anyway, right? So you change the perspective of who this person is, the image of them also changes. The cause behind it will make it shift. You know what I'm saying? But like seeing them head on at first looks flashy, looks nice, looks inviting, looks amazing, and it looks like this person's a genius. But you'll find out that most practicality always wins, and that most of the reasoning behind things is not so exciting, sometimes disappointing, or sometimes just you know what I mean? But yeah, some things are also, but we also will notice who's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs too. Like, why would you want to, oh, we need to, I need to get everything so I could destroy it. Like, it's just the weirdest thing you've ever seen. So it's like, in other words, I want to own the world so I could destroy it. But where are you going to be? Oh, you're going to be on top enjoying all the stuff? Oh, no. Why? Because we're going to block out the sky or destroy the sky, right? You will make it all hazardous, right? Everything's messed up. So you can't be out there. So you go underground. Or maybe, like I said in the old song, call it my window. Maybe they'll go to outer space too and try to hover around the orbit of the Earth until everything dissipates, but either underground, underwater, or in outer space. Which it brings me, we just in the last video I brought up Wally, right? And I was like, hold up though, it wasn't it. Hopefully I didn't mess that up, but wasn't it that we destroyed everything and that we were orbiting the Earth until it was non-toxic enough for us to come back down, right? So it's weird. Like, I don't understand why we would, or not we, because I know that we didn't sign up for this nonsense. I'm pretty sure that everything was fine the way it was. Our man, we are a trippy, scary type of strange but brilliant and beautiful being. I just so confused by us from time to time. I don't know where to place my finger on us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not quite sure what to do with us sometimes. But yeah, man, some of these things, these narratives, they just don't make any sense. And definitely driven by something. I don't think even the people that try to gain that fake control of it understand, which we all know that control is an illusion. We're merely participants in a set of rules, so we can react to things and participate with it in certain ways to attempt to get certain results or to meet life halfway in the process that it seems to already understand. Since we're learning from it, we're not teaching life anything. If anything, we're just examining how it does what it does in its existence. We're simply part of it along for the ride. And which brings me back to other things, how I hear people say this is a prison planet and it's a hell planet. This is a place where you get to make decisions to best figure out why you make decisions, for the purpose of what, the right way, the wrong way, and why. You should understand it. In other words, it's a school. The whole universe was said to be born in contradiction, to make many angles and fractals, which makes endless outcomes, which would tell anyone that this place was never once made to work perfectly. It was never once made to be a paradise. It was, if anything, that what I would gather from that is would be more like a school. So in this school, I will try my best to gather the lessons and know the decisions that I make for the right reasons. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that you make the right decision for the right reason as I share this with you. I hope you're feeling it, and hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, share the video, come along for the ride, stay with me. And yeah, because I love to have you and I love to be able to share this good energy with everybody, or interesting energy or quirky energy or whichever way. But yeah, man, just wanted to get up on here, make a quick video, touch bases with you guys, and share a little something. And hopefully that we will all just continue on a path of becoming more brilliant, so we can be more resilient, bounce back like a spring. I did an old video that said your brilliance is in your resilience, or something like, yeah, your resilience is in your brilliance, your brilliance is in your resilience, either way, right? And many, so much wisdom out there to gather from and to gain from and to learn from, and helps definitely sometimes communicating and trying to find the right words, which was always a hard thing for me to do, to find the exact right words, unless I was sitting down writing a song and had a lot of time to think about it. But I would say through this journey that I've taken throughout my whole life, but even more in the more recent, I would say last 15 years or so, just now I feel like I have better words to share things with. So I'm very grateful for that. And I'm always grateful for you. And I'm always grateful for all the opportunities and wonderful people that I get to, opportunities that I get to take a part in, and the wonderful people that I meet along the way. And yeah, just fantastic. You know what I'm saying? So let's just keep doing more amazing things. Stay tuned. Check out all the music. Stick around on my channel. Check out the A.D.S Talks playlist. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of videos that didn't get like any play, like at all, like when I first started as well. Definitely feel free to check those out. I've got like the Lion Fro, and it's a trip, you know what I'm saying? But definitely was some stuff that was, I feel like it was harder for me to get it out then, but nevertheless, they are there. They're there to share and to connect with people. And I just, what I wanted to do is build like our own niches out here. Like, I hope that some of y'all are doing the same too, but with like minds, we start to build these energy fields together. And in that way, we can have some good sharing of knowledge, music, creativity, all these things that are authentic, coming straight from the sources for the, from the people for the people, right? By the people for the people, as they would say. So let's keep it doing it. Let's keep doing it like that. You know what I mean? All right, y'all. I got to get out here and get to the tasks at hand and a few more tasks. And I think I also need to, maybe I should do a video about that. I know other people have. It's not like an over the top thing, but but anyway, I had to do administrative stuff and get online with the Copyright Bureau and things like that. So, yeah, till the next one, I love y'all. Stay positive, stay elevated, and stay motivated. Let's keep going. All right, y'all. Peace.